Planning a company incentive trip can bring up an array of destination options. You'll want to ensure your group has an established list of activities and finds comfort in their accommodations. The sky is literally the limit. Whether your group is interested in ziplining through the Costa Rican rainforest or sipping a hearty Cabernet in California's wine country, we've put together a list that will inspire all types of travelers. Stay tuned for this spotlight episode of Destination Everywhere. Top 6 destinations for a company incentive trip.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Destination Everywhere, the spotlight episode on top destinations for incentive trips. I'm Andy McNeil along with Todd Bloodworth. And Todd, we're going to riff through these really quick. There's so many great ones. We've done so many over the years with great clients all over the world. One of my personal favorites, I'm going to start with it, is Aspen, Colorado, one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. And if you've got people that are recreational sports enthusiasts, whether it's skiing or hiking, it's just a great destination year-round place. So you can ski, tube, snowmobile in the winter. You can hike, you can zip line, you can do rope courses in the summertime. Your group's guaranteed to have just a spectacular time. What you always can count on is just amazing weather, whether it's winter, summer, or fall. It's just beautiful.
And like Aspen, this next place is another year-round destination. It's the Napa Sonoma region in California. We've actually taken a group there, and it was so easy to get your group in and out. You fly in and out of San Francisco. The ride across the Golden Gate Bridge, just getting there is beautiful.
It's amazing, right? Yeah.
Oh, it was unparalleled. Everybody had a wonderful time. We did hot air balloons. We, of course, hit every single winery and tasting tasting room that we possibly could have. And just the proximity of both Napa and Sonoma to each other was it was so convenient. So you just get out and drive, and you really don't know which winery is going to come up next or which vineyard. But Coppola, Opus One, Domaine Carneros, it just amazing.
It goes on and on.
It goes on and on. So just call ahead, reserve a private tasting in one of those amazing rooms, and check it out. But
hey, Todd, do you remember that time we actually did a tasting inside a cave at one of the wineries?
I absolutely do. And you're just sitting around all the barrels, and it was just wonderful. And you really also get to know a lot about wine. We're still not experts, but we know just enough to be dangerous, which is great. So thank you, Napa and Sonoma, for teaching us that.
Absolutely. So one of my favorites, we've done this many, many times over the years, is Costa Rica. It's continued focus on the pure view lifestyle of wellness, has made it the perfect background for an incentive trips. People really embrace it and love that lifestyle. And there's so many activities to do with the rainforest. We actually did an entire episode on the country of Costa Rica that you can listen to. So check that out. But you can do canopy tours in the rainforest, surf lessons on the Pacific or the Atlantic, or you can just simply focus on your wellness with a yoga retreat. And you kind of take it from there. And you can also fly into Iberia. So those are the two major places to fly into and have a great experience. So learn why this. Yep.
Well, I was going to say, and one of the scariest zip lines I've ever been on is in Costa Rica. We also did waterfall rappelling. We went on rafting tours. And then we also went to a coffee plantation, which was really neat. So just the varied activities are absolutely amazing. And the properties, whether they're in the mountains or on the coast, are gorgeous.
Yeah. So you really learn what makes this country so special and why you should go there, especially if you're really into ecotourism. It's got to be on your top of your bucket list.
And our next one, with proximity to anybody coming from the U.S., this is it's a must almost. It's so affordable, it's so close, it's so easy to get to, and of course that's the Bahamas. And the Bahamas, when we say Bahamas, it's not just one island. The Bahamas is a chain of islands, but we're going to focus just a little bit on the properties around Paradise Island, and that's. Of course, you fly in there and you have the Atlantis Hotel, which is iconic. It's huge. They have like a high-end section called the Cove. They're the ones, they've got the water park on property. You can go swimming with dolphins. And now recently, over the past few years, they now have the Baha Mar, which has several different types of hotels. It has Hyatt, Starwoods, Rosewoods. But again, you would call it a resort complex. Absolutely beautiful. And then if you go outside of that, you've got Harbor Island and the Exumas and the Abacos. So the Bahamas are just a great place to go, depending on the size group you have.
There's lots of choice there. Yeah, there's lots of choice there, regardless of what you want to do. And, Nassau is really easy lift from most all U.S. major cities. So you definitely want to experience that. All right, let's go across to Europe, and a really quick trip for incentive. Sometimes that's an issue, is you want to get your team in and out of there really quick. So we love Ireland. First, you can fly into Dublin, but you can even fly into Shannon, which is slightly closer. And those are a lot of direct from major cities in the U.S. And there's so many reasons to travel there. You can do pub crawls in Dublin. You can do castle experiences all across the country. Golfing is world renowned there. And there's so many wonderful people that welcome you and embrace you. And we love Ireland. If you want a really unique experience and be able to take folks to Europe without having to spend a whole lot of time getting there, Ireland is a great choice.
I've definitely, the pub crawls, I've just there's something in my head romantic about an Irish pub. I don't know what it is, but I love it. And our last option is, of course, going down to South America and checking out Lima, Cusco, and Machu Picchu. It is kind of a path that visitors take in order to get up to Machu Picchu, but it's absolutely gorgeous. They do have trains that get up there. You can hike up there. You can also when you're at the top, they have the another sanctuary resort up at the top of the mountain, which is very exclusive. So you want to plan ahead for that. But when you're on land, you can see the Inca culture, lots of crafts, taste the food. And then, get the wild side out when you go hiking and get to the top of Machu Picchu. Absolutely magnificent.
Your group will love it. Absolutely love it.
So that concludes this episode for our incentive destinations. Please be sure to visit us on Facebook and Instagram at Destination Everywhere Podcast to learn a little bit more about where we're traveling and where we've been. Visit us at www.destination-everywhere.com. To listen to our podcast, as well as on your preferred podcast app. And when you do that, please be sure to subscribe and like us. So until next time, safe travels.
You've just tuned in to another episode of Destination Everywhere with travel and hospitality entrepreneurs Todd Bloodworth and Andy McNeil. To access the show notes and other helpful resources, visit destination-everywhere.com. Join us again next week for another bucket list filled show as we feature another travel-worthy destination. Until next time, travel well and be safe out there.